Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to a brand new movie review. Today we're going to be talking about Scream 6. Yes, today is finally the day we're talking about Scream. But before we get started, make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel down below so we can keep growing towards 250 subscribers. Now let's dive into Scream 6. If you've been around the channel, you'll know Scream is my favorite film of all time, my favorite franchise of all time, and I really like all the films to varying different degrees. The first one's obviously the best, and then I'd probably put Scream 2, 5, 4, 3. This one's very interesting because going into this, I know some people got the killer spoiled for them online. I dodged all those spoilers like Neo from The Matrix, so I did not get it spoiled. And I'm just going to say right off the bat, I would have been very mad if I got it spoiled for me because I did not see the killer coming in this one. The last one, I thought it was a little predictable that it was, what was his name? Richie, Jack Quaid's character. This one, I didn't see it coming. Similar to Scream 2, there's some things about it you can guess, but then there's layers on top of that that I had never seen coming, and it was a very cool reveal in my opinion that definitely worked. This one, of course, brings back the people from the last one, the new generation of Scream. You got Jenna Ortega, Melissa Barrera, Mason Gooding, Jasmine Brown. They all come back alongside Courtney Cox, of course, as Gail Weathers. She's been in every single film, and Hayden Panettiere comes back for this one from fan favorite character Kirby Reed from Scream 4. She comes back and she has some great interactions with Jasmine's character, like because they're both big film nerds. Jenna Ortega, of course, is great. She's always great. Melissa Barrera is fantastic. I love her. I think her and Jenna Ortega seriously are like the next two big actresses. And Mason Gooding, for me, man, in this film, he stole the show. He was good in the last one, like he had some shining moments, but in this one, he really stole the show, in my opinion. I thought he was great, and I did not know he was Cuba Gooding Jr.'s son, so that's kind of a cool little fact, but I think he's going to be huge. I think the core four of this, I think they're all four of them are going to blow up and be massive, massive mega stars in the future. And of course, joining in on the fun this time around is Samara Weaving, who I've always loved, and of course was in Radio Silence's Ready or Not. Tony Revolori, you might know him as Flash Gordon from the new Spider-Man films, and Josh Segarra, who I know from Arrow, and he popped up in an episode or two of She-Hulk. I really liked him in Arrow, so I'm glad he's getting these bigger roles. I think he's going to be a big star too. And joining them as well is Dermot Mulroney. You know him, you've seen him in tons of stuff. He's great, and is just he kind of fills in the cop role since Dewey, of course, isn't around anymore. But the whole cast is just fantastic in this one. Ghostface, I'm going to include him in the cast because he is brutal as hell in this one. He's the most brutal Ghostface we've had yet. The kills in this are fantastic. The chase scenes are great. That chase scene you see in the trailer with Ghostface and Gale, fantastic. Right up there with Scream 2's great chase sequence with him and Gale and Dewey. I really dug this movie. The horror worked for me, the humor worked for me, the movie references worked for me, the cast really worked for me. The chemistry of the core four is great, and it extended that out to all the side characters they brought in. And just this film has some twists, some turns. The opening might be my favorite opening of a Scream film since the original. It's such a great opening, unlike or like the opening of the other Scream films are great, but this one's very different. Like this one follows a different formula at the beginning, and just this film was great. It kept me on my toes. It kept me guessing. It made me think that people were in jeopardy. And trust me, there are deaths and deaths aplenty in this film. Some of them are very heartbreaking deaths. Some of them you don't see coming. And just, I love this film. I can't wait to rewatch. It's kind of, I don't know where to rank it quite yet because I need to rewatch it a few times to see how it plays on a rewatch because I watch the Scream films many times. I usually do a whole watch at least once a year, and then sometimes I'll rewatch certain films more than once a year. So I'll have to wait and see how this one plays on rewatch. But as of right now, I think it might be my favorite Scream sequel. I think it might surpass Scream 2. I loved Scream 5. I think this one's just a touch better because I thought that one was a little predictable killer wise. I think this one's just a tad better. So that's my thoughts on Scream 6. Let me know down in the comments below what you thought of the film. If you want to talk about who dies, who lives, the killer, just make sure you put like spoiler alert at the top of your comment so we don't ruin the experience for anyone else watching the film. I thought Radio Silence crushed it once again with Scream 6, so I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. It just slipped past Creed to become my favorite film of the year, so 9 out of 10 for Scream 6 here on the channel. Let me know what you guys thought of the film. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys right here next time.